Hello and welcome to the channel. Hopefully you got a little bit out of the silent demo that preceded this portion of the presentation. We're going to talk a little bit about custom shows and bookmarks and hyperlinks, then get into demonstration. Custom shows are a function of hyperlinks, and I have a link in the description of the video on hyperlinks if you need a refresher. I think of a custom show as basically like a mini slideshow within your PowerPoint presentation. It can be called upon at any time. It's optional. If you've done programming, it's kind of like a subset that you can call on when and if you need to. It can help make a large or complex presentation, and I hate to use the word complex, let's say involved or large presentation broken down and managed with only the source word. You have the source, which is your link, and then your destination. The pointer or source can be moved at any time, and the custom show will remain intact. So think of your link here and your subset here. You can move the link anywhere in the presentation, but the subset will stay the same. Yet you can modify it and keep the source the same. I have used this feature many times over the past 10 years or longer in a banquet agenda format. It allows me to move the points in the agenda without touching the custom show. And it would be real good in the work environment if your manager wanted something reorganized. You know how that can be. And the custom show can be defined by a range of slides. Adding to the range is easy. You just insert another slide, and the same for deletions. The tricky part is making sure that the range covers the slides you want to be displayed. So you need to just verify your custom shows once you think you're done with your presentation. You can run and test the custom show from the custom slideshow icon or from the button. We'll show you that. The custom show ends up being a source for the hyperlink and the bookmark within the total or main presentation. As stated, the presenter has the option of having the custom show return to the source slide. We'll show you that. That's really neat, where you can have a list of items, you go out to your custom show and then come back to where you were without having to just stop and then go back manually. It just makes it smoother. Let's see, custom show names cannot have spaces similar to hyperlinks, but you can use underscores and dashes. So think of the custom show as a subset presentation slideshow that can or cannot be shown depending on your earlier setup. And the main show can be adapted for different audiences. They can be copied, edited, added, deleted, and shown. And we'll show you that menuing choices. And you can reuse a slide from one custom show into another. So what that means, you can use 4 slides. You can use these 2 slides in one custom show and these 2 slides in another custom show without any issue. A table of content slide would have customized shows. And we've talked about you can change the order of the slides in the custom show. And last but not least, we've talked about this in an earlier video. You can also edit the slideshow slides from the edit view, even if you do not have dual monitor operation. So let's go to a demo. Most slide presentations are basically kind of shotgun. You start here and you end here without any deviations. But when you get into the more advanced or larger presentations, you could have options. Say you want to purchase something and you want to present two options. And in this case, you probably would show both, but you could maybe have a snapshot up here and then only show one or the other. And then the third type that's even more involved is one that has multiple items as an offshoot or an offset from the main slideshow. This would be like a table of contents or an agenda, or would be the two items that I can think of. So here we're going to set up a real quick slideshow, custom shows of two groups, alpha and beta. They've got these meeting times, and we're going to try to do these slides into this custom show and these slides into this custom show. So we're going to back out of uh, slideshow view and get into edit view. Here we are in edit mode. So these are the two custom shows we're going to set up. So we have slides 1, 2, 3, 4. They're just very simple slides just to identify the slides. So what we're going to do is go to slideshow, custom show, custom shows. I want to start a new one. We're going to call it alpha. And we want to do slides 3, 5, 7, 9. Oh, there is no 9. Okay, let's do it this way. Let's do 3, 5, 7, and 9. And you want to add. And here's where you would change the order. So now you hit OK. And close. And here's where you would edit it, remove it, copy it, or show it. Now we're going to do group beta. So we're going to do the same thing. Make a new one. Call it beta. And we want to do slides 4, 5, 8, and 10. Or 4, 6, 8, and 10. So 4, 6, 8, and 10. You want to add. Hit OK. Now if you want to see it real quick from this menu, you just say, just select show. Now you can. Okay, that's the end of the show. So we're going to go back to edit mode. Go back to your table of contents. So here at alpha, we're going to highlight it. Press Control K. I'm going to place in this document custom shows at the bottom of the choice tree. I'm going to select alpha, show and return. That will take you to the custom slideshow. When it's finished, it'll take you back to this table of contents where it started. And as you notice from the hyperlink video, you have 4 options where you can insert your data. We hit OK. Now we're going to do the same thing for beta. Control K is in kilo. Slide down. We want to select custom show beta. We want to show and return. Hit OK. Save your work. Now what it's going to look like as we go back to presentation mode. As we go back to slideshow view and look at our 2 custom shows, you'll see that they are hyperlinked, alpha and beta. And if we click on alpha, we should see the slides in group 3, 5, 7, and 9. It's not going to work in this mode. As we go back to our slideshow in slideshow mode, you will see the custom groups are hyperlinked. Notice how the pointer changes. And if we select this custom show alpha, we're supposed to see our slides. This is alpha. This is alpha. And here's beta. And they both return back to the source slide with the show and return option enabled. So this is custom shows. It's to help you make a more complex, larger show, hopefully that you can break down into many shows. You can hyperlink from your source to the custom show, and if desired, which I recommend, you can go back to the same point with the show and return option. They can be edited, renamed, added to, slides deleted, and you can also preview it using the show button in the custom show menu option. They're a lot of fun. They make a large project a little simpler, and hopefully you will be able to use it in the not too distant future. This is custom shows. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you like this content. Be looking forward to other content coming out on Wednesdays at noon Central Time. Thank you very much. This is PowerPoint Points, where hopefully you will get your point across in PowerPoint. Take care.